Yo boys, we're back with another video. Before we start this video, if you guys want to see more guides like the one I did, it did take a little bit longer than expected, but I'm pretty much just gonna post what I post. Before we start this, huge shout out, uh, Quinn. Oh, this is gonna be butchered. Quinn Khan. I probably butchered the name, but I'll put his name in the description. He hooked me out with something very nice. So make sure to go send some love towards him. Again, if you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know down below. But we appreciate the. I'm just gonna say Ken or Con. Just call him Con. Because my name's Connor, so he'll be Con. So you know it's me, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Appreciate it. I appreciate everything you've done and will do in the future. Appreciate it, Con. I'm gonna call you Q3 dot dot dot. That's pretty much it. So enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Peace, peace. Yo boys, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a sub-rogue guide, and for this video we are going to be doing some in-game for the rotation. So instead of me just doing it on a target dummy, we are going to be doing it in an actual arena. Um, Obviously it's going to skip whenever we get to that part. That's why I'm doing LFG. While we're in LFG, I'm going to be talking about some things. Now first, I wanted to show you guys gear. For the gearing, we're pretty much just going to look at Naj. So this will be in the description. Shout out to Naj. I'm just using it because why not? This is going to be your best gear. It looks like he's using Forset. I honestly don't have Forset. Let me make sure he's not Assassination. No, he's sub. Okay. So I guess you're running Forset. Honestly, I didn't even know that. I haven't played Rogue this entire season. So if you look at my gear, it's just the basic. It's just basic gear. So it's alright. We don't need the best gear. We'll be good with what we got. But that's pretty much your gear. Just go ahead and copy Naj. He's the best one that you're going to be able to copy. Otherwise, that's pretty much it with that. The build. So this is the build I'm running. It has flag in it. Now I don't know if it has. Actually, I'll have to test it out right now. Okay, so it does have the marks. With the marks, those are pretty much you want to have up every time you do a stun, and obviously they're pretty simple. It's when you Shadow Strike, it automatically puts it on, so you don't really have to worry about it. Um, it's great if you can cheap shot, do your burst, and then get it off, or like use your Shadow Strike and then stun so you have it on. But we'll keep talking about the talents here. So this is the talents I'm running. You can try another talents, but Sub Rogue has been kind of viable. If you play with like a mage or something, it can be quite good, or lower rated it can be good. But looks like we actually have a healer, which is 2K, which I'm not looking for that high of games. But we'll just continue this. So for the PvP talents, Smoke Bomb is a must. You gotta have Smoke Bomb. For your disarm, you can either run. So if you're facing a Assassination Rogue or a Pharaoh Druid, run Veil of the Midnight. You wait until he uses Death Mark or Frenzy on you. You click Cloak. You counter that entire go. Versus anything else, you're running Disarm, and versus casters, Thieves Bargain is probably going to be your best bet. You're just having, because you're dampening. If you face a caster, it means it's going to be a longer type of game, and that's pretty much it. So that's for your PP talents. I'll look at that in a minute. So your normal PP talents will look like this. Now, if you're not disarming anything and you're not facing a rogue or a Pharaoh Druid, run Thieves Bargain, and that's pretty much your talents that you're going to be using. And that's pretty much the basics. It's not very hard. Sub Rogue's been the same for a very, very long time. So that's pretty much that. So with your add-ons are going to be Ability Team Tracker. I'm running Omnibar and omnicd as well, and we have two things tracking, so you can run either one. I run both of them. It's water. You can run both of them. It's your choice, but you can do what you want. Big debuffs is basically when you stun somebody. If you look at this, it's going to show that on top of their head. So for example, big debuffs allows me to basically stun him and it shows up. So normally it's not going to show up if you don't have big debuffs. You're not going to be able to see it. It's going to be right below. It's going to look really bad. It's going to be really hard to restun. Gotta have big debuffs. The next one we have is Details. Details is a must as well. If you face another rogue or something and your For example, you get out damaged and you're wondering. That's how I find out if there's new builds. So if I'm getting doubled in damage, or all of a sudden this guy's pumping and I'm not, look at the details and see what he's using. Sometimes you'll see that he's using a new ability that you were like, wait, what? There's a new build or there's a new trinket. There is a new trinket out. I wouldn't bother getting it this late in the season. Outlaw rogues are absolutely pumping with it. It's like one of their top damages. Pretty broken, not gonna lie, but I don't think anybody else wears it. But back to my add-ons. We have details. We have diminishing returns. We have. Let's go to one important nameplate cooldown. So everyone asks me, what's the cooldown above their head? And everybody should have this, even if you're good. It's a lot better to have. I mean, it's good to have, anything that helps you. So I can look at the top of their head, and since I've been playing the game, even if they're stacked, I know which one's which, and you can kind of just keep that, you can keep that going. The next one is going to be Omnibar. Omnibar I usually like to have when I'm playing my healer or a caster, so I don't have to look above their head for a kick. Um, I'd have Omnibar for kicks and stuff. You can have it for whatever you like. It's also another easy way to track cooldowns. It's really your choice if you want to do that. omnicd, again, another party team tracker, which is really good to have. I know Crusader, for example, he doesn't run it, and a lot of the times he doesn't even know people have no cooldowns. That's a really big mistake not to have that cooldown to track your party, the team's cooldowns. But I guess he just doesn't care for it. And then we have Sarena updated twos by Sammer or Sammers. I will show you mine real quick and you can copy it. You can change it around. So first you're gonna download the add-on, go to Xari, and then it's gonna look pretty much like mine. You can just copy this. I'll go slow here real quick so you can look at it and get it down. I'm trying to do this as quick as possible because I'm trying to make a short video and not 30-minute video. So go ahead and just copy this, and then you can kind of just move things as you want, and you'll at least have it set up. So you have your DRs and you have everything else. So that's pretty much your add-ons. I do run Trufigcd and Wargame Helper, but that's just for war games, and Trufigcd is for you guys. It's a really good add-on to have if you're recording your gameplay and you're trying to see, you know, what you're doing wrong or the rotation wise. I've had it up for a very long time, so people can see what I'm pressing, and that's pretty much it. So we have our add-ons, we have our gear, and we have our um, talents. Now we're going to go with the macros. So the first macro is going to be your sap macro. This is a very, very old school macro. There is other macros that you can use. I just run it because I've run it for like 6 years. So I've had this for a very, very long time. So you can copy it, or you can if you find another add-on that's better, go for it. But basically, I have two saps. So I have one that, if somebody's in stealth, I'm going to be spamming this sap. If they're not in stealth, I'll just use the regular sap. It's really good for shadowy duel. If somebody vanishes in it and you sap them, you can get a full setup off that. The next one we have is our mini burst. So basically, this is going to be your badge, your symbols, and shadow dance. This is for mini ghosts. Honestly, you don't really need this. You can kind of just use your main burst skill every minute, and it'll automatically use it. I just have it there for sometimes. It just depends on, if I get stunned and then my blades come up, but then my flag's not up, I'm gonna, you're usually just gonna wait. So you don't need it. I just have it. And then we have our main macro, which does Thistle Tea, symbol. It does everything. Pretty much, it's just the easy way of doing all your burst and not. Alrighty, now for the rotation. So pretty much, since you're running this and the mark, what I like to do, and again, I haven't played Sub Rogue in a very long time, so it is gonna look kind of weird when I do it, but I'm trying to teach you guys and do the best I can. So you're gonna sap the healer, shadow strike, cheap shot, use your burst macro in the flag, in the secret technique. If you can get another shadow strike, go for it. Otherwise, immediately restun. So if your stun's about to end, you have to go for the restun. So with shadowy duel, what I like to do is I won't shadowy duel until the healer trinkets. So basically, I do my burst go. After my sap, if I can blind him, great. Pretty much you're basically sapping. You're going to try to sap again. If he trinkets immediately, you immediately shadowy duel. And you'll see in the video here how I do it. So basically, when you sap, shadow strike, use your burst, cheap shot, flag, secret technique, shadow strike, cheap shot, eviscerate, cheap shot, eviscerate, and then you can shadowy duel off that once the healers trinkets or just to do extra damage. As you can see, we got a lot of damage off in a quick time. I don't know why I'm getting such high healers. It's pretty crazy, but that's pretty much how your burst goes. Now, the reason we Shadow Strike is to immediately put on the thing, so, we're not missing anything. Now, there is other ways you can do it. For example, you can sap, cheap shot, use your burst. Just Shadow Striking is just really good. Again, you'll see when I do I'll have some clips. Um, it's kind of easier to explain it while I'm in a game and show you because everything's gonna change. If they trinket, you have to do other things. You'll never be perfect. The go's always gonna mess up, and that's just how it goes. It's very rare that you get a full go without anything happening. Not likely. This is not likely unless you're playing low rated, of course. So, um, the bad thing is you don't have subterfuge. This is what I hate with this build. No subterfuge. So that's the one thing I don't like about it. You also don't have your GCD where it resets cooldowns. So what I'll most likely do is I'll sap the healer, I'll cheap shot, use my burst, flag, shadow strike, and then secret technique. I'm trying to think of like other variations to do this. Sap the healer. I feel like if you come out, you're giving him too much time. So you really have to sap, cheap shot, use your burst, flag, shadow strike, secret technique, cheap shot, symbols, eviscerate, cheap shot, eviscerate, and then shadow strike, and then off that, that's pretty much your go. Again, another variation of how to do your go. That allows you to basically get your Deathstalker's mark, and as you can see, I literally just made a different rotation. It doesn't have to be perfect, I promise. Again, I literally just made up a rotation, which usually isn't the rotation that you normally would do. But, again, you could do a bunch of different things. As long as you're getting the restuns and you're getting your damage out, it hardly matters. Again, it's not the end of the world if you mess it up. As long as you're getting, your stuns and your, eviscerates, you're most likely playing with the Frost Mage or somebody else, so they're helping you do damage. So your main goal, just get the resuns. It's very simple. But we're gonna get some games going, and I will meet you guys there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video so far. But I'm trying to just make this quick, get the beginner's guide going, and I'll meet you guys in the arena. Most likely I will upload the other game of the SP just because that shows you that they actually played solidly, and that's how hard games can be. Most of the time they're not going to be easy. Now here we're going to run Cloak of the Midnight. Well, now we're probably going to run Thieves Bargain again. Get faster cooldowns. This is going to be a dampener. Unfortunately, when you're playing with a healer as a sub, it is fun, but at the same time, it's just really damp. You're not 90% of the time you're not going to kill somebody for a while. I'm going to try to do this the best I can. Again, I haven't played Sub Rogue in a very long time, but you guys wanted guides, and I'm trying to give like a different variety of my guides. So instead of just, doing it on a target dummy, I can do it on a real person. Depending on how the game goes, even if I lose, I might just upload the few clips that I get. And you'll just see. So what we're going to do is we're going to run out. We're just going to wait for the hunter to come out. And then when he does, we're going to sap if we can. It really just depends on what my healer does. So good, he's stealth as well. So what we're going to do is use our sap macro, and we're going to look around. We may get out, but it's not the end of the world. So again, we're looking around. We don't want to sap the healer. So here he is. We sap him. We sap the healer. Use blade, shadow strike. We're going to easily stun him. Flag, secret technique, shadow idol, cheap shot, symbols, eviscerate, cheap shot, eviscerate. So again, even if I mess up that a little bit, that's pretty much it. The reason we symbols again is because we get the next symbols hit that we do is gonna hit really hard. If you're curious how I hit that guy really hard at the end or at that symbols go, that's all you're doing. So you're basically just symbolsing into that huge eviscerate, and you'll see on my eviscerate here, a 1.9 mil, and that's because I used symbol. That was a perfect game to show you guys. Now I did mess up a little bit by eviscerating on accident. So I shadow striked, and I forgot I don't have subterfuge, so I didn't cheap shot, and I used my eviscerate. You don't want to do that. Unfortunately, I'm not the best, and I am a rookie still, especially when I haven't played Rogue in about probably the entire expansion. But that's the best thing I can do. So it's not the end of the world. At least this is the beginner's guide, and that's good enough. Sub-Rogue Resolute. I did not expect to face a mirror. So, when you're facing a mirror, you're going to run Disarm. Now, The best way you can beat a sub rogue, or really any rogue, do this one thing. If he uses blades, you have to use your cooldowns. Now, it can be quite difficult. Normally, what you want to do is you're going to trinket and disarm them. Now, if sometimes they have evasion on their burst, so you have to do it. So you need to trinket and then stun him. He trinkets, and then you can blind him. Now, that stops his entire go. They're going to use everything. Every sub rogue does it. It's because if they stop on their burst, they kind of are useless. Most likely he's gonna go my Rusted Druid and he's gonna kill him in a shadowy duel. Is there really nothing I can do about it? Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. But still, as you can see, this guy's in uh, pretty awful gear. But still, we're gonna go in. So we're gonna go in, do the best we can. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're using our sat marker. We're gonna look around, both stealthy. We'll see who gets who out. They may get me out. Who knows? We're gonna look around. Sometimes they're in the middle, looking around. Usually they're on the outer skirts, like over here, just trying to sap somebody. Um, my druid's a little too close to me, so that's not good. But okay. Uh, this is all you're doing. This is kind of how it is. When you face a stealthy, looks like we get him out here, so we sap him. We're gonna Shadow Strike, Shadowy Duel, use our stun, flag, secret technique, if Shadow Strike, cheap shot, symbols, eviscerate, and we're just gonna keep going. Nice. So we get Trinket. Now we're not gonna Trinket until he uses Shadow Strike. He gets Cyclone. He's really mad. We're gonna immediately kidney him. We're gonna blind the healer. We're gonna cheap shot. We're gonna try to sap here. So we're gonna sap. We're gonna get the rogue out here. Looks like we get him out here. Nice. We're gonna pre-rupture this guy and get ready to go on the druid. Now we're not gonna Trinket no matter what. He hasn't blades us. There's no point of doing that. So now we can do our go here. Cheap shot, secret technique, Shadow Strike, eviscerate, cheap shot, Shadow Strike, eviscerate. Again, beautifully done. Good cyclone by this guy. So he still has his burst, and I still have Trinket for it. Now there's no way he can kill us now. So we're just gonna disarm him because he's trying to win the game. So what he's trying to do right now is he's trying to get my Trinket. So when he blinds me, don't Trinket. Again, this is exactly what he wants to do. And unfortunately, I think he kills my guy. Nope, I actually. Oh, I'm trying to save him here. Oh, nice, yeah, get the kidney. So he actually survived the burst kill. Nice, good job. We're gonna re-cheap shot. He still has flag going, but that's fine. He has no more burst. So now we can kind of just do damage and kill him. We can just trinket this. He already used blades, so he can't really kill us at this point, and he's dead. So again, beautifully lined go, and that's basically all you gotta do. Alrighty, for the last one, we might have one more after this. I don't have my noise gate on, so you guys may have heard the keyboard, which I don't personally like, but I'm going to add it back now. For some reason, it didn't add it. Might fix it. If not, I'll fix it later. Facing a hunter, I run Thieves Bargain. Um, it's going to be a dampener game, so in 2v arena, when you're playing with the heat, it's going to be damp. There's no point of disarming a BM hunter because they can still use almost everything. It's not going to help that much. So you can either run Cloak, Bubble, Bear the Midnight, Thieves Bargain. I think Thieves Bargain is personally better because, you're getting a lot of pressure. Deck of Naj, run Death from. I don't think. Yeah, no. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our sap macro so we know he's going to be in stealth. So the goal is to go in there and sap. So we're going to look around. It could take a long time. Usually I just like to sprint early because why not? Again, not the end of the world if you use it. So we're going to wait to use our sap. So now we're going to look around. He's probably around here somewhere because he just put out his flare. Okay, looks like he's not. We're not trying to sap the on accident. So we're just looking. Right on top. I thought he was right on top. There he is. Get cheap shot, Shadow Strike. Use a burst here. We'll trinket this. Restun him here. Eviscerate. Restun. Eviscerate. Bomb here. We'll keep doing our burst. We'll vanish here. Nice. We kidney this guy. He might even trinket. Who knows? Yeah, perfect. So we got double trinket in the opener by doing, even though it looked like a bad go, ended up being a really good go. That's just a way you can use your cooldowns. So here, now we're going to run. This is all of his cooldowns. We'll use Feint here. We're just going to get combo points. We're just building. We have blind available. So what we're going to do is we're going to kidney shot the healer. And we're going to blind. And then we're going to basically do our go. So here we're waiting for our go here. So here, kidney shot, deep shot, symbols, shadow strike, eviscerate, deep shot, symbols, eviscerate, deep shot, eviscerate, plus dying. We're gonna blind this guy low. Hopefully he gets my fear. Nice. We're gonna blind him. We'll cloak this. We're gonna try to sap out this. Yep, sap out this, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna sap him again, and we're basically gonna kill the priest or get another cooldown. So sap again. We can Kinney in 2 seconds. We're gonna Kinney, do our go. Shadow Strike, Secret Technique, Shadow Strike, Eviscerate, Reach Heap Shot, Reach Heap Eviscerate, Reach Heap Shot. Unfortunately, he's just taking no damage. Okay, we'll rupture this guy, and we're basically gonna finish our go on this guy. Nice, he gets a good Hodge there. Really. So again, we're just getting, usage out of our cooldowns. So we're gonna re-rupture. We'll feign here. We'll evasion as well since this is the damage. We're gonna try to fear, so that's not good for us. So here, okay, nice. We kick ultimate Penions. We're gonna get ready to Kinney him here. So Kinney, deep shot, flag, shadow strike, eviscerate. Then we can't sap. We're gonna reach heap shot. Probably ultimate penance. So we're looking for that. We're looking for or any type of cast really at all, like right there. Okay. Might try to double fear. It looks like he doesn't have it. Again, this is a really hard. So we're gonna vanish on the fear since my guy's fear. We're gonna get to him here. So he's too far away from his ultimate penance if he does get it off. Now we're just getting a bunch of damage off for free. Looks like he has like PS every global. Unfortunately, we're gonna kick him again. Why not? Yeah, we're running out of cooldowns here, unfortunately. So we're just gonna run. We're just gonna kite here. This is kind of how you play sub rogue. This is you're talking about an S tier versus like a barely A tier class. But we're making it work. He ultimate penance is really bad for us. Gets a random knock. I don't know. Yeah, we're just getting combo points. Again, we're in really big trouble here. We can't really do anything to help our guy here, so we're basically just getting combo points off the pets. And then off this, we can duel this guy. So here, Kinney, our Shadow Strike, Symbols, Secret Technique, Restun. We're just using as much pressure again. He just has another cooldown for it, unfortunately. We're going to try to sap off this if possible. If we don't get it, gouge him here if we can. Gouging. Get back to this guy here. Again, we have pretty much nothing. So, we're back to running. And this is the difference between comps here. And you guys can probably tell he's basically doing nothing and doing no setups. While we're basically barely able to keep, stay alive here. And this guy will blind this guy. He might trinket it. We're going to try to sap off of it if it's possible. Yeah, it looks like we can't. Fine. Yeah, I don't have Vanish either, so I can't get it. I really need to get it there because I don't have anything to get it. Again, we're in a really bad spot. We kick this guy again 9 times. Gonna put a rear after. We'll vanish on his trap. No point of staying out there during it. Open it back up. We're just getting combo points here. We're trying to keep up. Again, trying to keep up as we can. We're gonna evasion here. Hopefully my guy can Hodge. Looks like he doesn't have it up yet. So we're gonna use our Shadow Blades and we need to kill like right now somehow. Hopefully my guy can just stun him here. I think he already did. I'll Trank this immediately. And just win here. Trying to do as much damage as possible. Crap, hopefully he gets me here. I kick this guy immediately. Again, this is the struggles. Struggle is real. We're gonna restun him here. Restun him again. Get me. Stun. And we kill him. Oh my. And that is a game perfect for description. These people should never lose this comp in ever. Not possible. That is a 2 KCR enemy matched game. Perfect way to end off the video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more videos and guides like this one where I'm actually in the game explaining what's going on. It can be a little bit hectic, but that's all you gotta do. You go in, do your go, run, and do the same thing until eventually you kill him. So we're gonna say GG's. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video though. I didn't put much effort into it, so if you want to leave a like or a comment or a subscribe, make sure you put on notifications so you know when all my videos are up. I appreciate that, and thank you for watching the video. Peace.